Alright, so we got the bottom row holes fixed. We're going to do the same thing for the top. So for me, if I were doing this part, what I would do is take all three holes and just quickly link all three holes to my parameter in the top of the tree. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Double click this hole, and then, oh, the hole one's already done. Double click hole number 2. You guys didn't see me do this. I did this before I recorded. I linked that by doing a right click, edit formula, and then double clicking on that in the tree. So again, the same step. Sorry, I got a little sloppy on the double clicking. You got double click hole number 3. The diameter, edit that diameter using the formula. Link it to the hole parameter. So I got the hole diameter equals hole diameter here. Select OK. What the heck did I do? I should be on this hole. Edit formula. Link it to this parameter. Select OK. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong. I was not sure. Select OK to that. Oh, and all these holes should have said up to next. That way it doesn't blow through another flange on accident. So we're just going to double check that they all say up to next, which they do. Now, I could link this to the other parameter, but the point of this was to practice creating that spacing. So when I go to pattern 1, my spacing already has that formula linked to it. So pattern 2 and pattern 3, we got to create those same formulas. So under pattern 2, under spacing, we edit that formula. And what I want is the length minus 2 times the edge distance. So I'll hit rename parameters. I'll pick higher up in the part body so I can find edge distance to choose from in here. So I'll pick edge distance, so it's length minus 2 times the edge distance plus 0.05 for the tolerance. And I made that same mistake. I'll go back to FX. We want to add 0.05 IN for inches. Select OK. I went the wrong way this way. Sorry. We want to go to the second direction and do that. Right click, edit formula. Rename parameters. We're going to take this length minus 2 times, and then I'll pick the part body just so it'll find the edge distance somewhere, plus 0.05 inches for your tolerance. Select OK. Now this one, I'm going to go back and I'm going to remove that formula. So I hit FX and I'm going to clear that formula out and hit OK. And I'll change this back to 6. Oops.
I think on these 4 holes we need 2 lengths.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do another formula, but I'm just going to go do the other one real quick. Let's change this back to 5. Okay, so I've got this formula from this hole to this hole correct, but I got to figure out my formula from here to here, and we'll get to that in a second. So pattern number 3, Same thing, edit the formula for the spacing to be length minus 2 times, hit the part body, select rename parameters to find edge, plus tolerance of 0.5 inches. And you can see that hole is fixed. Preview that. That hole moves into the correct location. Now, when you go to the wall sketch, that is 7 inches, okay? That's the one in question. But I got this here as well. All right? So when I exit out, this is the width that we've been working, or the length we've been working on. This is the width. I'm going to exit out. The thing is, it's 7 inches from this flange to the other flange on the other side, okay? But we need to account for this radius. So if I go to measure between, and I measure between this tangent edge to this tangent edge, I got a distance of 6 inches. And the reason being is the formula was a 1/2 inch radius. So when it created the 1/2 inch radius, it came in a 1/2 inch to the 7 inches. Okay, so we need to take that into consideration. So we need to create a new parameter. So I'm going to go to FX, create a new length parameter, and this one's going to be called width. I'll select OK to that, and then I'm going to double click that sketch, click on this, and go to, where's my FX? I'm going to hit FX. I'm going to rename that to all lowercase width. And then I'm going to add a formula to have it equal this one. Oh no, it's going to really freak out because it's not going to like 0 for a number. So we got to go back to the parameter here and make this width something reasonable. We'll put it back to 7. Okay, and I'll hit apply. Oh wait, let's look at the formula. Let's go back to the wall, back to the sketch. You see how I got length equals length, which is this length here, equals this length here equals the length in my parameter. And this width, which is this one here, there's my width, that's going to equal whatever I create as a width over here. So I'll select OK. And exit out of Sketcher. And I'm going to go to the pattern number 2 again. This spacing is the formula of this width minus 2 times rename parameters, pick this parameter to find edge, plus the tolerance in inches. I'll hit tab just to see.
Isn't tolerance already in here?
Oh yeah, that's in my ED. What am I doing? I don't need that. It's just width minus 2 times the ED. What am I doing? Select OK. What did I do on the other one? Second direction, formula. I don't need this. Thank you. I don't need this tolerance. What am I doing? The tolerance is already in the edge distance. Making more work for myself. Whoops. What did I do? What I forgot to do is on this one here, this one here is going to be edit formula. Hole diameter times 1.5 plus the tolerance. And then I'll cheat on this one and double click this. Right click. Oh, sorry. Double click this and hit equals. This one here. Select OK. Oh, you know what I didn't account for? Minus 2 times R. Does anybody know where I'm getting 2 times R?
The diameter, because it doesn't register.
Not diameter. The 1/2 inch radius.
Radius of your bend.
Right. I got a 1/2 inch bend and a 1/2 inch bend I got to also account for. So I say OK. What did I do? Oh, you got to put this in parentheses. Because remember to do multiplication division first. I'll hit tab and hit OK. I got this thing going somehow in the negative direction. Let's do that again. This is width minus 2 times 0.5. So I'm putting that in parentheses because I want to sum the 7 minus the 1/2 inch minus the 1/2 inch. Okay. So I've got 7, but I'm really trying to get to 6. So it's going to be length of 6 minus 2 times the edge distance plus 0.0. No tolerances. What did I key in wrong? Width is 7. I'm just going to put -1 real quick just to see. Inches. That's what I should have got. So when I was doing that earlier, that should have been parentheses 2 times 0.5 inches, close parentheses. Okay, that's a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here to get me to the 6. All right, or the other way to do that To find the length, we're subtracting off the two radiuses. God, that's hard for me to see. I hope you guys can see these things. Minus. So I got width in parentheses minus 2 times the 0.5 inches for the half-inch radiuses. Width is 7 inches minus 1 inch gives me 6 inches from this tangent edge to this tangent edge. And then the 2 ED is the edge distances from here to here. And then from here to here. Select OK. Select OK. That should be fine. I don't know why, but I had to double click on the pattern to get it to update. Now, these look fine. As you recall, I made measurements to verify that these are all in the right location. So again, I'm going to verify these are in the right location. Do a measure between, select this edge and this center hole. And that matches down below. This center hole and this edge. And that also matches. From this tangent edge to this hole, that also matches. We better double check this. From this hole to this flat surface. That's why we always got to create measurements, because it's easy to forget. You think you got all your formulas and everything right, but we forgot about this hole up here. Again, double click this, grab this, double click this one here, and edit the formula. The formula again is the size of the hole minus 2 times, I'll hit part body, rename parameters so I can find ED. Hole diameter is minus 2 times edge distance. When I select OK, well, what did I do? That hole. Sorry, what am I doing? Hole times. Just testing you, seeing if you're paying attention. Hole times 1.5 plus the 0.0. I hit the wrong button there. Hole times 1.5 plus 0.05 inch tolerance. And hit tab and OK. 6125. 6125 is great. When I hit OK, it will update this measurement. So I'll select OK, and you'll see the measurement update. If this spacing is correct, when I create the measurement between,
But the edge distance here is not equal.
from hole, hang on a sec, to hole, it's 612. Uh-oh. Did I not do this one here? So pattern number 3, the spacing is not how the, what am I doing? The length is, oops, just the ED. Select OK. Select OK. And now my spacing from hole to hole is correct. Hussein, did I do something else wrong?
Yeah, because the hole on the top, look for the edge distance, they are not equal. You need to make them equal.
Oh, I still got to do the FX equals on this one, huh?
Yes.
Double click this. Sorry. You want to double click the hole on the top. Double, where's my constraint? That's, this one's the one that has the formula. Double click this. Edit the form, just hit equals, sorry. Equals that one. Select OK. Perfect. Thank you, Hussein.
Yeah.
Now I've got all this part exactly the way it should be. And if I were to go to the length and change that to 10, just like that, all the formulas take care of all my spacing from hole to hole. If I were to change the diameter, 9/16, the beauty of it, it just automatically adjusts the new edge distance. Change my width to 12 inches. And just like that, all my spacings all perfectly set. All my minimum edge distances from the tangency edges are all set perfect. I'll hide this measurements. Now sometimes when you're messing around with this, for some reason those parameters come out, and I don't know why they do that. I'm going to leave it because I want to ask Flo why those parameters suddenly got stuck out there and they're not going into hide anymore. But that's the basic concept of how the constraints and formulas work for your hole spacing and minimum edge distance. I hope this video helps you guys out.